I seen this in my recommended from the homie Zeitaku. We dropped a new video. Stop lying about My Hero Academia. This is a very curious title and a very curious video topic because I just uploaded this Cyclops video. I'm literally about to do a My Hero video myself, so I'm interested to see what he better say. Let's tap in. I ain't gonna lie. Let's tap in.
The revisionist history of My Hero Academia is something I just can't get behind.
Talk about it.
I vividly remember talking about a new Gen Big 3
Uh,
with My Hero Academia at the forefront.
mm.
This series had its moments, so I cannot.
The idea of a new gen big three will always be so interesting to me, because to me it's like All Might falling. It's like there really can't be a number one again in the same way that there was before. There can't be a big three again in the same way there was before, because anime in the West never eat soggy waffles. It is like that shit just boomed, nigga, boomed. The big three, like at this point now, there's like subsects of big three. There's like the current battle shonen big three. You got the damn, well, not even, because anyway, let me not, you know what I'm saying, let me not tangent let me not tangent of doom.
And will not let y'all rewrite history. Now, mind you, could I have just been a wee child playing in an adult's world that didn't really understand what peak was? Maybe. Or we
Yo,
might just now
watching Attack on Titan as it was coming out in 2013, yo, that was different. I was in like, how old was I? Was in like elementary school. Bro, to me, that was my Walking Dead, and then it became like Game of Thrones. But that was my shit. That's not the play button.
a society where it's cool to hate on things after they've reached a certain level of popularity.
Talk
Now,
about it.
there are several, and I mean several, valid critiques you can have for My Hero. There's the failure of the racism sub.
Yeah, this is crazy. Yo, Horikoshi, like, yo, like,
Plot that fell completely short.
yeah,
There's
that
a
was
lack
crazy.
of depth in the critique of hero society, like
Yeah.
Stain, for instance, like a
Low-key.
lack of legitimately seeing the false heroes he was referring to and
Facts.
having society turn on them. And last and most egregiously, the sexualization of children. And
Yeah, I
some
ain't
that I
gonna
saw
lie.
on Twitter the other day is
That is
so
crazy.
funny in a not funny way. Like once Momo became an adult.
Yo, I see this too. I see this too. Yo, niggas saying release his hard drives, bro.
Covered her up.
That's
They're out there
sick. That is sick work, bro. He lost his appetite. I see this, bro. Come on.
funny way. Like once Momo became an adult, bro, Horikoshi covered her up. They're out there saying he lost his appetite and he needs to be on the list. But anyway, a video on My Hero.
From what I understand about Japan, there's just some interesting, not interesting. They got some shit going on that needs to be reevaluated from the ground up. Just from what I understand, there's some shit going on. The cameras, like, there is no silencer on your camera flash for a reason on there. Like, your camera makes a noise whenever you take a picture on those phones. For a reason. I'm not gonna lie. That's what do they got going on there, bro? I ain't gonna lie. But like, you can see how it bleeds into anime heavily, and you can see how it bleeds into, like, anime tropes, certain anime tropes.
Will come out today. I just want to talk about the revisionist history of My Hero and how the series had will come out today. I just want to he needs to be on the list. But anyway, a video on My Hero will come out today. I just want to talk about the revisionist history of My Hero and how the series had some high highs, changed anime, and is legitimately one of the greatest of all time.
I think so.
If it wasn't,
But also, I'm low key, like, this series was meant for me. I literally love, you feel me? And like, My Hero is just the most beautiful combo of two things I really like a lot. You feel me? So it's like, this shit was low key meant for me. I ain't gonna lie. It's Sky High, but like Shonen edition. But they low key like fumbled the romance. But I get it. It's a battle shonen. Them niggas don't know how to write romance. But damn, bro.
obvious. Spoilers for My Hero Academia.
Yeah,
ahead.
spoiler alert,
So,
alert,
Anime
alert.
Sky High is exactly that.
Hey, what the?
Spoilers
That's what I said. No, I mean, hella people been said that. But that's funny. As soon as I said that.
for My My Hero Academia ahead. So Anime Sky High is exactly that. A story essentially about a school that prepares these superpowered kids and turns them into heroes. 80% of society has a quirk, a power, and our MC Izuku Midoriya doesn't, until he ends up getting one from All Might, who's basically 2018 LeBron. Now, the plot.
My Hero has one of the greatest power systems in fiction. I'm not gonna lie. Quirks is such a fire system.
Or AOT, but it really doesn't have to be. It's simple, and that's not meant as a negative. While it does have its strong moments, which we'll get to, the strength of My Hero to me is in the characters.
Yes. Oh, I was literally about to put that in my script. Yes. Character is everything. I always say character is everything. World building and stuff is important too, but like the characters is what makes you want to, you know what I'm saying?
Up and interact with the world while they're learning themselves and their places in the world.
This
is great to see. The story
I love that.
Is very emotionally charged, and I can't even watch specific scenes without immediately getting chills, bro.
Talk about it.
It's really crazy.
Talk about
we're
it.
Really just gonna go season by season to showcase My Hero's greatness.
Yes. Yo.
Young man, you too can become a hero.
First of all, editing beautiful. Second of all, bro, that moment, I feel it right now. This shit is so beautiful. Like Deku being like Deku crying so much, I don't have a problem with it. Well, and not that he does anymore, but like back in early MHA when he did cry a lot, bro. Of course, bro. Like, I think that's not a problem, and it makes sense, bro. This is his dream. His literally his why is right here. And he thought that he had lost it. Nigga, his idol told him you can't do it. Seeing him in action, he said, "My fault, bro. I was wrong. You like that, you too can be a hero." Just picture whatever you want in this life and picture somebody who has literally tasted every high that you ever wanted to taste. Say that you too can do that straight faced. I actually believe in you. Nigga, I'm breaking down too. What the fuck?
Hero.
And the music, yo. I'm pretty sure
Season
the
one
Haikyuu
makes
composer
you
was the
really
same.
feel for Deku. Bullied, wanting to be a hero despite not having a quirk, but as he progresses, you're just waiting for the moment that he can use One for All at its full power. We get introduced to the League of Villains and the Nomu, while also seeing All Might kinda pushed fighting them at the USJ. It sets the danger level for seasons to come, especially when we see Aizawa, their teacher, get absolutely diffed by one.
Yeah, they got bodied. Yo, season 1 ended and niggas getting bodied. All Might was like, not bodied, but like that nigga was struggling.
It was a strong start, and despite
Granted, it was nerfed All Might, but like regardless, All Might was still struggling.
what's going on, you still feel inspired. You hear All Might, "You can be a hero,"
Yes.
echoing through your head. the entire
Yes,
time.
yes. Oh, Stain.
Stop me, you fakes! There is only one man I'll let kill me. All Might is worth.
No, Stain had Stain. Stain is
Season two
hard.
gives you one of my favorite things in anime, the tournament arc. The UA Sports Festival is one of the greatest tournament arcs in anime, and more specifically, that Deku Todoroki fight changed anime. That shit had impact.
Yes.
Honestly, bro, though, the Sports Festival was essentially a draft combine, with our main characters being the prospect.
This was such a fun tournament arc. Yo, the sports festival, like I love how different mangakas are making their tournament arcs and how that trope has evolved, because like we can't do the Dragon Ball shit over and over again. Let's add trials, let's add more interesting things like within the actual like 1v1 fights. And like for a while it's like the tournament arc was like, let's interrupt it, and because like niggas have already seen this thing happen so much, so let's have this new threat come in and interrupt it. Tuning exams type some of the later Dragon Ball ones, like the Buu Saga tournament. But I think I'm glad that we're seeing tournament arcs be like the actual tourneys themselves be completed again. I'm not gonna lie. Enough interruptions.
Showing the pros in the audience what everyone had to
Unless it works, but
offer. In the first section of the Sports Festival was essentially a draft combine, with our main characters being the prospect. Showing
Shinzo.
the pros in the audience what everyone had to offer. In the
This
first
was so
section of
much
the
fun.
Sports
I love this
Festival,
arc.
It shows what an absolute lunatic Deku is, and
Facts.
I love it. Him stacking like a bunch of bombs together and then slamming the robot armor on it to go ahead and win the race shows a level of deranged that I didn't think was realistic. So he's unhinged.
He is unhinged, and that's something I low key forget because he's such a like a good boy ass character. But like he's such a good boy ass character in the sense of like to other people, but to himself, Deku is a menace and a danger to himself, bruh.
Season 2 also brings us Mr. Switch 'em Down Neff himself, Gran Torino.
Gran
along with Deku
Torino.
getting full cowling, which lets him evenly distribute one.
I love full
body,
Cowling's
destroying
X on his
limit injury.
face. I love
Also,
that.
we meet Stain here, the hero killer. Stain essentially hates self-serving heroes and feels as if All Might is the only true hero. This is the first time we do see someone become extremely critical of hero society and the system, even if it's in its most extreme way.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, nothing really comes
I
of
know.
this and isn't
Oh.
expanded on as much as you would hope. Stain
that makes me so sad because writing wise, Stain could have and Loki might still be the greatest villain of the series. He's not my favorite, but writing wise, objectively, that nigga is a dog, a goat.
still was a great villain and gave our heroes something to think about since he was directly involved with them.
That's because I didn't put my
Yo, season 3. The Embers. I love frame by framing this, like, yo. Oh my, look at the Embers, bruh. It's not done yet. It's not done yet. Oh my goodness. It looks so good. It looks so good, bruh. Explosion. Look at the transition, though. I just love slowing and, like, frame by framing, like, certain scenes in anime. Because it's like, bro, niggas really drew this. That's so tough. Anyway, my fault. I be getting distracted. Yes, bro. That's so tough.
Now, moving on to season 3, Bakugo gets kidnapped during the training arc, which leads to the greatest moment in My Hero Academia, or the most cathartic moment. Alright, let me paint the picture for y'all. All Might is fighting against all.
I'm sorry. I just heard Paint a Picture, and we was just listening to Paint a Picture by Slayer. Let me go back. Hold on.
Or the most cathartic moment. Alright, let me paint the picture for y'all. All Might is fighting against All for One
Yes.
after the plan to rescue Bakugo goes left.
I
So
just...
they're boxing. All Might's true form is revealed, and that's when Endeavor, yes,
Sorry, hold on. I'm just remembering why this fight happened, and the fact that it started off as a Bakugo rescue mission is the coolest shit ever to me. Like My Hero, the formatting of arcs in My Hero, when it's like when they do the Dragon Ball thing where one arc perfectly leads into the next. Oh my goodness, chills. Bro, Toriyama was the lord of that, which I think is why Super feels jarring sometimes, because it's like each arc is literally in isolation of what came before and after. But
Endeavor gives All Might the greatest Orlab to date.
facts.
He asks him what's
Facts.
going on with that weak little body, and then we get a quick flashback and monologue of
Yo,
Endeavor talking about
everybody
how
got
he
the
did
Bakugo
everything he
hair.
could to pass All Might but failed constantly. He talks about the stronger All Might got, the angrier he became, and then he says, "Stand up and show them why you're better." Yo, I cannot watch this scene without getting chills. Endeavor, whose entire thing is, eugenics, tells All
Literally,
Might to
this
basically show these people
demonic
why
man.
you are who you are. Show them why you're better. What really does it is Patrick Sate's voice acting. His
On me, that nigga was a dog in the boot.
powerful voice just kind of booms.
stand up and show them what
Like you can hear the grovel in his voice. Nigga has so much grovel in his voice. Oh my goodness.
So a little time passes and All Might throws out a hit, which All for One criticizes. All Might
He said
then
that shit
says
was
he
nutty.
didn't put his back into it, and then gives us the United States of Smash,
Like,
capping
yo.
off with the iconic fist up pose and officially retiring,
I love that.
leaving it all to Deku as the world watches. That shit was incredible. Yo, I'm gonna keep saying it
Genuinely.
throughout this video. I will not let y'all lie on My Hero.
Exactly. Don't even do that.
The fandom sucks, bro. Yes, but this shit has S tier.
And does the fandom even really suck though? Like, okay. It's just that I just don't believe that the entire fandom looks like all those memes that niggas seen. I just don't believe that. I think that was a very loud, small group or a small fraction of the people that enjoy this show. You feel me? But like it became, it's like My Hero became that group of people to so many people's like in so many people's eyes. But dog, come on, My Hero, like normal people like My Hero.
moments.
And even like
Also,
normal stan people like My Hero. You feel me?
the fandom sucks, bro, yes, but this shit has S tier moments. Also, something I forgot to mention, at the end of season 2, the kids actually don't get credit for defeating Stain because they don't have their hero
That is
licenses.
tough.
Every hero has to be registered with a license.
Also, back to the fandom, one last thing. I don't even think the shipping was that crazy. Well, no, some people were shipping like Deku and All Might. That's some sick work. That's that's some like sick work. But like I don't think Deku and Bakugo is that crazy of a ship. Like that's the most enemies to lovers as, you feel me? Like if this was a different type of series, that wouldn't be so crazy.
To be able to go and, do hero work. So Endeavor gets the credit. And because of that, it was actually kind of cool to
Let me go
do
back.
hero license. Kids tier moments. Also, something I forgot to mention, at the end of season 2, the kids actually don't get credit for defeating Stain because
Dog nigga.
they don't have their hero licenses. Every hero has to be registered with a
Yeah,
license
I
to
think
be able
that's
to
so
go
cool.
and, do hero work. So in
This low key ties into vigilantes, low key, cause like our main three vigilantes, I don't think they can't get credit for nothing that they do, and like it's not why they do hero work. So I think it's cool that they were literally acting as vigilantes, in this battle
Endeavor gets the credit.
to an extent.
And because of that, it was actually kind of cool to see that every hero has to essentially be registered, and you can't just go act like a vigilante. Wink, wink.
Ah, let me stop pausing because the thing is literally he's already my goat, my goat. Look at him, look at my goat.
I am still Lemillion!
Yo, this shit actually gonna make me cry, bro. I am still a million nigga quirkless, still put BTA.
Powerless. I am still Lemillion!
Oh my chills.
Now, season 4
Chills.
might be
I love
favorite
my
'cause I
goat.
have my favorite villain and my favorite character at the forefront.
Say
When we meet
say your favorite character is Mirio too. Please, Mike. Yo, Zetaku, I ain't gonna lie, you really a goat. You really a goat, bruh.
Overhaul and the Shie Hasaikai,
Unless he meant overall. I mean, shout out overall too. Shout out overall too.
and my favorite character at the forefront. When we meet Overhaul and the Shie Hasaikai, they were extremely interesting.
Yeah.
I love the storyline of the Yakuza and showing how evil the world of My Hero really is.
That design
A
is
bright
so
spot
tough
this
too.
season was Mirio Lemillion,
Yes.
along with Sir Night-Eye, who was All Might's old sidekick.
RP.
Lemillion is by far my favorite character.
Yes! I swear, goat. I'm literally making a video on this sticker right now, bruh.
He was boxing with Overhaul during their raid on the Yakuza headquarters.
Yo.
However, Overhaul's mans does the most bitch-made thing
Facts.
anybody can do when
Facts.
they're losing a fight or when their mans is losing a fight.
Uphold.
Go after the person the hero is protecting.
Oh, yeah,
So,
that's
they're
you.
really hoes for real. He shoots the quirky racing
this was
bullet at
crazy.
Eri, and Mirio takes the hit, thus losing his quirk.
My heart stopped. I said no, he was supposed to be like they literally had to nerf the nigga to make him not number one, and then the nigga still became number one. I'm not gonna lie, that's my goat. That's my goat. Because he redefined what it means to be number one. I love that so much. Well, he's not the one that redefined that. It was like Hawks and Endeavor and Deku, but like he sits at number one because what it means to be number one has been redefined. I love that so much.
Bullet at Eri, and Mirio takes the hit, thus losing his quirk. Overhaul thinks it's over, but he forgot who Lemillion is.
Exactly.
Mirio is still fighting, dodging, weaving, and protecting Eri. Shouting out even without a quirk, he's still Lemillion.
Like,
More time
yo,
passes,
also
and
his
basically
design.
Deku
I'm
pokes while
gonna
having
save
Eri
that for
on
my
his
video.
back, basically healing the damage. Wait, time out. There's gonna be somebody, well, actually, in my comments, so let me rephrase that.
Actually,
Eri is essentially reverting Deku's body back to the
this
state it
was
was
so
before
fire
injury
too.
constantly. And then he beats Overhaul with basically a giant Gum Gum Gatling. Shout out
Yes,
One Piece.
sir. You feel
Now,
me?
as
Shout out.
well.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Monkey D.
Long, grueling, and probably traumatizing battle. The students want to throw a festival to kind of take their minds off everything they've been through. Deku meets and fights a new
This arc is the most overhated arc of all time. I so adore this like festival band arc, bruh. Like, dog, the slice of life shit is so fantastic. I love that slice of life shit.
criminal named Gentle Criminal and his sidekick Labrava. However,
La
he isn't
Brava.
really evil, and the
Gentle.
stakes were that Deku had to handle Gentle Criminal quickly without anybody from UA knowing, or else they might cancel the festival, which he kind of ends up doing. The season ends though on
The fact that Gentle is like my age, the nigga's like maybe 23, 22, 24. That nigga, yeah, that nigga aged crazy, bro. Had a stressful life. Shit.
high note with Endeavor as the new number one fighting a new Nomu,
Look at Hux.
where we get another beautiful moment. The end of the season has Endeavor reflecting on the person who he used to be and the new person he wants to be. He sees this new monstrous Nomu as a version of him from a distant past or a different future. And then we get the line.
Not so distant, not so distant. What I love about Endeavor's redemption is that nigga was not redeemed. And like you can't just like damn near nobody forgave him. And I think that's just such a great way to try to redeem a character. He's trying to do it for, it's not just for his, family and everybody else. He's doing it for himself too. Like you have to want it for yourself. Like you fucked up that bad for that long. Nobody's gonna forgive you. You have to want it for yourself at that point, dog. You just have to.
I've always hated that damn school motto, but it seems appropriate.
Yeah, say it. Talk to him. Oh my, yeah, this was crazy.
Plus Ultra, Prominence!
Yo.
Bro, the animation,
I was
the
just-
soundtrack,
yes,
again, Patrick's
yes.
voice acting. What a way to
Hall
end off the
of
season,
Fame.
especially with Endeavor raising a different fist than All Might in season 2.
I didn't even
showing
peep.
a new symbol of peace
I did not even peep. Yo, that's cinematic parallels.
is here.
I understand how fun it is to destroy something you
Eric Vale, Eric Vale is the perfect choice for Shigaraki also.
hate, but that's not happening here.
Shigaraki and Deku was also, they're so Luffy Blackbeard coded, bro. I love that so much. I love when the antagonist, like the main antagonist, goes on a parallel journey with the protagonist. I love that so much. Even though Blackbeard's a cheater and the nigga Loki started like 30 years earlier than Luffy, but you get my point.
My power is a means to an end.
This Phineas Ferb
Season
nigga, bro.
5 reveals Hawks as a double agent, basically working for the quote-unquote good guys, intending to take out the League of Villains from the inside. Hawks was also an assassin who was like raised to do this from like birth. So
Yeah, that nigga
there's a
life
joint
crazy.
training exercise between Class 1A and B. Bakugo's growth as a leader
Niggas also dislike this arc a lot. I love seeing class I love seeing class I'm about to sneeze again. I love seeing class B again. But there's so many like Horikoshi made so many characters with such cool designs, but it's like Oki overload. I bet it's these damn, let me grab a tissue, bro. Hold on. Damn. Okay, I'm still here. Damn, Nick. Fuck. Is it like dusty in this room? Like, what is happening, bro? Shit. Excuse me. What the fuck? Anyway, I lost my train of thought.
and him relying on his teammates to back him up is showcased, showing the character development from the hot-headed demon that we knew from
I love Bakugo's winter fit
also,
so
Deku
much.
starts manifesting other quirks, specifically Blacklip. He learns from the vestiges of the old One for All users that he'll inherit
Shit.
stronger versions of all their quirks. And then we get My Villain Academia, which kind of focuses on
I love
the
this.
entire League of Villains as they're going against the Meta Liberation Army.
My Villain Academia, fantastic. I low-key wish we got. I'm about to sneeze again. That was it like came out, but it didn't come out. My Villain Academia was fantastic. I kind of wish we got more of it, but that's just me being greedy. But the arc before this, I thought was pretty great too. Deku manifesting more quirks. will always be like, I, I just wish it happened earlier in the series because this is such a huge thing that just felt like it came out of nowhere. Like, yeah, we have vestiges, and the vestiges like kind of would poke their head out every now and then, like in season two when Deku was like, fighting Shinzo and he just like plot armor broke out of his mind control. Like, I get that the vestiges have always been there, but we have had no like there was no build up to him manifesting more quirks, which is what kind of made me be like, what the hell?
And then we just get
Granted, I do like his other quirks. I think they made it work. I was just like, damn.
on the entire League of Villains as they're going against the Meta Liberation Army. And then we just get their backstories, their motivations, seeing their relationships with them as the main characters for about a little mini arc until the League wins. And
Look at this fit. Who is Shigaraki feeling like? That nigga's so clean, bro. Hold on. I need another tissue, bro. Hold on. But who is he feeling like, bro? The question is, will I remember to edit this out of the highlighted version of this? Who knows? Oh my goodness. Anyway, how do I bring you back? There I am. What time is it? Okay, perfect. After this video, GG's. But
and now they're called the Paranormal Liberation.
he's just so look. That's what this nigga should have pulled up on in that final war. He should have pulled up like these niggas. That nigga's so hard. The nigga's so clean.
Characters for about a little mini arc until the League wins, and now they're called the Paranormal Liberation Front, and they essentially declare war. Also,
Yeah.
Shigaraki goes under transformation to get stronger, and that's not good for anyone.
He looks so cool with the half red blood face.
I heard
So
he
hard.
saves people. Yeah?
Dark Deku.
Anything like a hero. He's always
Yo.
covered in dirt and blood. It's scary.
Deku Black Suit Arc. Oh my goodness.
In season 6, we have Hawks getting rid of twice. But a thing about My Hero is it has you care about the side characters in a
Yes.
side storyline.
Yes.
Like between Present Mike, Aizawa, and then Kurogiri.
This
It's
so
actually
much,
a
yes.
unique high-end Nomu that was created from the corpse of their friend, Oboro Shirakumo. It has us care about their dynamic, giving us their flashback, all the way up to when Present Mike destroys the tank that Shigaraki's in, yelling, "What the hell did you do to my friend?" And I think it flowed perfectly.
Yes,
Their arc when we're finding
bro.
out what's really going on with Kurogiri, when they're trying to reach him, when they're trying to talk to him, it doesn't feel rushed, it doesn't feel inconsequential, and it doesn't feel out of touch or out of place with everything that we're seeing already going on. But Shiggy gets out of his tank, and now he is extremely strong. I think he's about at 75%, so they get him out early, and it leads to a battle between him and Deku. Bakugo saves Deku from an attack, which makes Deku unlock Danger Sense, and I'm pretty sure he unlocked Float earlier in that season as well. But none of that matters.
Like, he just started manifesting quirks, which is like, honestly, after Black Whip, it was whatever, but like, well, no, it's just the pacing of how it happened is it's crazy to me. But like, it is what it is.
Demon is home. And I ain't talking about Shigaraki. My son Miriel's
Yes!
faithful, quirk restored.
Demon home.
Ass.
Yes.
He finds out he'll likely be the last user of One for All, because it already shortens the lifespan of a user if they already have a quirk, and fewer people are being born each year without quirks. Deku, after the war, decides to leave UA on some vigilante shit. Wink wink. But before he goes, he lets his classmates know the truth of his quirk. He wants to keep them safe, so he leaves out on his own. They, of course, track him down and apologize, eventually bringing him back, after Bakugo specifically apologizes for how he treated him.
Such a beautiful moment, bro. Like, Bakugo too was a kid, not to like, what I'm saying, say it didn't matter that he was like wilding, but like, you kind of get it. Kids are cruel. You feel me? Bakugo was like a very cruel child to Deku, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But look at him. This right here, this is growth. This is development. You know, that's why Bakugo's redemption to me is like Bakugo's forgiveness or people forgiving or Deku really forgiving Bakugo is a lot more warranted than like Endeavor's family forgiving him. That's it's just too different. You feel me?
And lets him know he's a great hero and friend. Now, at the end of that season, a beautiful moment that kind of gets tossed to the side is when Deku's getting ready to go back to UA.
I forgot that we saw Space Hero 13's face.
Kind of gets tossed to the side is when Deku's getting ready to go back to UA.
This is low-key jarring because you have a secret identity. Jesus, holy, yo, you're like a person under that suit. What?
The crowd doesn't want him. People do not want him there because of the danger that he could possibly attract.
Yeah.
And so Uraraka shows up and basically vouches for Deku.
Urabini!
asking him who's gonna
Yo, she is the most low-key wasted potential character in this whole series, and it makes me kind of sad. Well, no. Horikoshi tightened up at the very end with her moments in the war and afterwards in the epilogue. I loved that. There was such a huge chunk of this series that like she should have done so much more. And she was there, but like it is what it is. She low-key has the best quirk in the whole series. Shout out my gravity goats, you feel me?
save the heroes. Basically, yo, we're protecting you guys. Who's going to protect us? We have to.
Talk about it. Talk about it. Like I ain't gonna lie, beautiful speech.
You guys have to. We all have to. Deku's home is here, and then eventually they accept him.
Nah, they was going crazy in a booth. They was going crazy in a booth, bruh. It's crazy. They look so much younger in season 1. Like the art style so subtly changed. I think season 5 is when the art style really had them like starting to like look like they were growing up. Like look, they look like babies here. You don't even notice that they just gradually like that's crazy. But yo, this moment beautiful. Like the booth was on
That was a
fire.
beautiful moment for her character as well.
Nah, talk about it. Talk about this. Yo,
Please, don't do this!
like come on, Bakugo steez.
I'm not gonna lie,
Ew.
season 7 blew me.
Deadass.
Finally get another hero from another country in Star and
Yes.
Stripes, and she gets booned by Shiggy.
Yeah,
However,
immediately.
She made 1,000 IQ play using her quirk to rebel against the quirks inside Shiggy, destroying a good amount of quirks before she passes on.
Yeah.
However,
Fire design too.
I'm really not one to say somebody lost because of plot, because the plot is whoever the author wants to win. So at times there really is no such thing as losing plot. Often there's no such thing as losing to plot. However, because Tomura Shigaraki doesn't know whether he's Tomura Shigaraki or Tenko, he doesn't know who he is, he doesn't have his identity, so that's why she loses. That's why the rule that she went to place on him doesn't work.
It's
No,
crazy.
that's fucking stupid.
It's a little crazy.
But moving on.
That is a
We
little
find out
crazy.
who the
I ain't gonna
traitor
lie.
is, but I don't really care about that. It's the naval laser guy. What's important?
Shout out Aoyama. You know what I'm saying? I think like that plot point was like teased for so long that I low-key stopped caring a little bit. But you know, I like the payoff.
Is All for One brings all the villains to the meeting using Warp Gate.
Nigga said I don't care about this nigga. Yo.
Naval laser guy. What's important is All for One brings all the villains to the meeting using
Shout out, yo, Dabby. I love that, like, he just, like, kept wearing his white hair, like his natural hair. After the reveal, he said, fuck it. Nigga, look at me. I'm clean, ain't I? I'm clean, ain't I?
Warp Gate, but the heroes do the exact same thing.
Look at
The heroes
gang.
had
Look
this
at
big matchup.
squad.
They did their scouting report, but Toga pulls Deku into a portal far away where he essentially needs to cross very long distances to get there. Bakugo is fighting Shiggy along with the others, and Todoroki's fighting Dabi. Bakugo
Yo,
is seemingly
season
killed by
7.
Shigaraki, but Edgeshot is basically stitching his heart back together. Mirio distracts Shigaraki with his ass.
Yes,
with
sir.
his ass
My gold caked up, though. I know you peep game.
back together. Mirio distracts Shigaraki with his ass. Yes, with his ass.
Yeah,
to buy
you can say,
allowing Deku
no.
to show up for a surprise attack. At this point, we're starting to see many people from the past. Lady Nagant shoots off Shigaraki's hand. Gentle Criminal and Labrava are helping out. And there's a Hero
Everybody,
Morph
literally everybody is here ass moment. Everybody is here ass season, bruh.
army led by Spinner, which is stopped by Koda and Shoji. This plot line, which could have been amazing, just really wasn't handled well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, this was like, what did he say? Like, you're making our people look bad for rebelling and wanting, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro.
At all.
Look at him, look at him, look at him. W choreography. Oh my goodness.
Season 8, we get All Might continuing his fight with All For One in his Iron Man suit, and Stain.
I
is
love
killed by
Armored All
For One.
Might.
All For One.
Wait, whoa. Did I forget this? Did I miss this? Stain like actually died? Also, Iron Might,
Continuing his
so tough.
fight with All For One in his Iron Man suit, and Stain is
Like he like died. Like
killed by All For One.
why did I like wait. What? Stain just died. When did this hold on? Let me watch this. I so vividly remember the last season especially. But not this. Wait. Didn't he actually die? Kills. I feel like Steve Harvey.
There's a new pet in my
Kill. Hold on.
I'm afraid I have no more use for you.
Times to me.
Your role ends now. Don't you touch him. That's where you'll run. Demon Lord, you taught me exactly what a hero should be. Stay alive.
Oh my.
To win. I may not have received a proper education.
Oh, I do remember saying this. I don't remember like him dying here though. Oh my god! Whoa! Whoa! Nigga.
I've received a proper education, but you were my mentor.
What? Yo. That nigga exploded. He got like packed up.
All For One tried to kill All Might in front of the world, but is saved by
That's crazy to me. What? Why did how did I forget that?
suit, and Stain is killed by All For One. All For One tried to kill All Might in front of the world, but is saved by Bakugo. After
Yes,
Deku
sir. This
lost
was
control
so
of
beautiful.
leadership. Now,
This was like, yo, these niggas activated. Let me move me. Look at the colors. Holy dog.
now Bakugo is fighting All For One, and he sees Kudo in his eyes, and Bakugo basically ends up winning the fight. We get Shigaraki's
The fact that Bakugo boomed the main villain of the whole series, well, one of the main villains of the whole series, like basically the main villain, kind of. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
full backstory.
Bakugo got blessed. I loved this moment, so I had to make a video on it. I loved it so much.
Turns out that All For One basically planned everything from the beginning. But what I like is how in this season we get to see everybody shine. Who's
Everybody.
laying battered and bruised, and it's Sero that saves him. You know, the elbow tape guy.
I love Sero so much. And I love Sero's power so much. And I love how he uses it so much.
Everyone is warped to the battlefield, and we get the final run from Deku. Brother, this shit
Yes.
was phenomenal.
Yes,
Godfrey
yes,
protects
yes.
Deku from a light beam. Kaminari and Momo send out a blast to stop something.
Oh,
Ojiro,
go.
Koda,
Look at squad. And they even let the Class B niggas activate too. Class B niggas got to turn up. I love that.
Shida and Shiozaki, Sero, Kaibara, and Sato all block the incoming
Sato
attack.
I love too.
Froppy and Shoji
Sato's power I love so much. and then like that status effect that it does to him, Sugar Rush, goated. And his suit clean too. I ain't gonna lie.
grabbing him and carrying him forward. An attack comes that's blocked by Kirishima, Fat Gum, and Mina.
Yes.
Present Mike and Jiro launch an offensive.
Like,
Kendo,
yo, I love animation so much.
Kirishima,
Look at this.
Fat Gum, and Mina.
Look at this. Look. The essence of animation is exaggeration. Look at this nigga lungs. This nigga look like Majin Buu. How is he putting so much air in there? Nigga, look. I love this so much, bro.
Mike and Jiro launch an offensive. Kendo and Tetsu also help out. Bro, even Monetto does something. Gentle Criminal shows up and gives him a
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Mineta, that nigga need to be behind bars though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't believe that he changed like after the 8-year time skip. I don't believe that. In fact, we know for a fact that's not true. Boom that nigga.
boost as well, blocking an attack. As Deku's about to collapse, Ida shows up
Ida.
and pushes forward.
High top
Everyone
fade
from
Ida.
Class 1A, heroes we've met over the course of the show, and people in the crowd are cheering for Deku on his final run.
This shit is so
Everybody's
beautiful.
cheering for our quirkless little nobody. Him holding the fate of the world in his hands, and when he delivers, it
Chills.
just does something to my soul.
Chills,
My Yusei run
bro.
has to go into OST Hall of Fame.
On me.
Now, my hero wraps up with Deku losing his quirk, and Bakugo was distraught, bro. This dude was
Yes.
just bawling his eyes out. But eventually becomes a teacher at U8.
Horikoshi has maybe one of my favorite art styles in of all time. Like
8 years later,
not that I mean this is the anime, but I mean the anime translates it pretty well.
inspiring the next generation. Mirio is the #1
Look
hero,
at
like in the
him.
show. Class 1A
Yes.
is all having drinks at this restaurant when the two unluckiest people of all time decide to commit a crime. You hit the lottery for unluckiest people. The
On me.
entire Class 1A
Nigga, the Avengers came to fry you.
shows up to stop the criminals and Aura Farm.
Look at
I'm
squad.
thinking you're getting a quick lick in the literal Avengers.
On me.
But as of chapter 431 and a half, Bakugo is #5 hero and Deku's #4. Thanks to Class 1A paying mainly Bakugo, Melissa Shield, and Hatsume for designing, now Deku has an
I love that.
Iron Man suit that can essentially replicate his one for all abilities. So he's
Like, yes. I just like, bro, it be giving me chills, like seeing him get emotional over this, bro. Cause you know he still wanted this. He still wanted this bad. And he was still a hero being a teacher. But like, you know he wanted this down, bro. But it's like being a hero can still be his hobby. You know, being a teacher is his thing, but like he's still a hero in multiple ways. No, bro, it's just so beautiful.
abilities. So he's back doing hero work as well as teaching.
But put that mask on. I'm sorry. I guess this is like an unpopular opinion, bro. Deku with the mask on, maybe not his season 1 mask, but Deku with the mask on, where little hair is out in the back, and like that's so beautiful. I love mask Deku.
Work as well as teaching, and he ends up with Ochaka Uraraka, so those weird ass shippers can go late.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It get to a point.
And cry somewhere. All in all, is My Hero Academia perfect? Absolutely not. But it does have some extremely high highs.
Yes.
It tells a cathartic
Yes.
story about heroism, believing in yourself, and going beyond what you thought you'd be able to do. From
It's
quotable moments
fantastic.
to amazing characters,
Sensational.
and an ending that's aged better over time.
Yes.
If you ask me, it truly shows the story of the world's greatest hero.
On
Also,
me.
that's another thing. Deku says in chapter 1 that this is a story of how he became the world's greatest hero, not #1. So the people that have
Talk about
claimed
it.
that Deku isn't #1 really just can't read. My Hero has been at the top.
He don't
of the
need to be
anime
number
world,
1.
And as of recording this, is currently up for Anime of the Year in 2026.
Yes.
My Hero is one of the greatest anime to ever come out, and it should be respected as such.
Yes.
It did its job, it broke expectations, and it went beyond.
Plus
Ultra.
Ultra.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
No, on my soul, I didn't watch this video already. On my soul, I didn't.
Come out, and it should be respected as such. It did its job, it broke expectations, and it went beyond. Plus Ultra.
Yes.
Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Let me know what y'all want to see after this.
Yes.
Just drop a like, a comment. It really helps smaller channels like mine grow.
Yes,
Thank you guys for
sir.
2K. See you in the next one.
Yeah, nigga, too, bro. Zaytaku been up, bruh. Nigga been up. You love to see it, bruh. That's a like. Video, my goat. Yes. Video my goat. Mr. Togata. Yes. 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 Yeah. You said run. Yes. 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 Vinland Saga would hit. Um. But anyway,